We finally made it. The Bills are 3-0. Today we take on our beloved Patriots.
Let's go.
That's
Let's go.
Nah, we hate him.
No. But anyway, you can join us live.
In the alley!
Welcome, folks, to week 4 of Live in the Alley. Josh has got to get his sunglasses on. I don't have mine on either. But here we are. We've made it. The Bills. Give me 1 second. Bear with us. This case technology is just not easy. There we are. Hey, how's everybody doing? We made it. We're 3-0.
Yeah, here we are.
We beat the Bengals last week.
Probably not the win we wanted.
Not the way we wanted to win. We're up early. Alan made a couple mistakes. We went down, and then
We went up again.
we won. A huge play to Dawson Knox. He's a beast.
Knox. Don't knock him.
He knocks you out. Don't knock him until you try him. There's a lot of puns with this guy's name. Anyway, the Bills made the plays they needed to at the end of the game. Dawson Knox, a huge 57-yard play, gets him down. Gore scores with about a minute and a half left. Travis White picks off Dalton to end the game and seal it up, and here we are at 3-0. Alan went 23 of 36, another 200, close to 250 yards, but is it 5 in a row over 200 yards?
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad for the little Joshy.
For who?
Little Joshy.
For who?
Little Joshy!
Makes his triumphant return to Live in the Alley.
He was busy last week. He was preparing for a game. There was a little glare at the job space.
Oh.
Back. It's gone.
Oh, now we
Back.
can see.
It's gone.
Is it back?
It's gone.
It's gone.
See, a little bit.
So now that happened last week, we can add another tombstone to the Bills' graveyard. Is this come up backwards on everything? That people can figure out. People are smart, right?
Yeah. Read it backwards. See what it says.
It says the Bills beat the Bengals
You never know.
last Sunday, 21-17. So we'll put that over there in the graveyard.
We did.
They did. 3-0. Did you think they would start out 3-0?
I thought they should have.
That's my favorite Dr. Seuss book. Oh, well. But either way, we would hope they would have with the talent, and they did.
They did it.
I mean, it was kind of a pleasant surprise. You know, if they come away from beating the teams that obviously they're not as good, the Jets, the Giants, the Bengals, all three of those teams, those looked like before the season started games that the Bills should win, and they did. They are who we thought they were so far. Not a bad team. But this week it might be a little bit different.
Wasn't clipped. Playing a different team.
Sorry, somebody's beeping at us. Hello! Yep, there it goes.
Oh, the beepers.
Ah, Jeepers, Creepers, Beepers.
Beepers.
So we play the Patriots this week. They're like 3-0 or something too.
Yeah, they also have a team.
They also have a quarterback. He's pretty good.
He's older than I am.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, if he could trade places with me right now.
He'd probably rather be here. I know.
Not today, my friend.
Oh, all right. Well, with a little more insight on the Patriots, they're 3-0, facing the 3-0 Bills today. We turn to what has easily become my favorite and one of our 2 segments anyways.
What is that, Jives with Jimmer?
It is Jives with Jimmer.
Yes!
All right, let's bring on Jim Bielszewski, everybody. There he is. All right, what do you got for us today, Jimmer?
Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Billy. We're going to start with New England's defense. Number 1 against the rush. Number 1 against the pass.
That's good, isn't it?
That's pretty darn good.
Ugh.
Haven't allowed a touchdown offensively since last year's Super Bowl.
What? No one scored a touchdown against New England yet.
The Jets have scored. Oops.
Oh, sorry.
Special guest shout out there.
Special guest, officer. We're not going to be naming them. But good for him. Made it on the show. Go ahead, Jimmer. Hang on. All right. No more interruptions. Jimmer continues.
Jets scored a defensive touchdown, interception return for 6-6, and a special teams. Otherwise, no one has scored an offensive touchdown against New England. Could say that could be due to the opposition. They played Miami, they played the Jets, but they also played Pittsburgh prior to Ben Roethlisberger going out.
Right, so that kind of says something. I mean, it's not like they played all schluffs. I mean, Pittsburgh's offense usually puts up points, but they held them to 3 week 1?
Correct.
Like,
that is it. Offensively,
nah.
Offensively, they're humming along also. They're They're averaging 408 yards per game of offense, good for 5th in the NFL. What could be a weak link, though, is on their offensive line, offensive tackle Marshall Newsome. 3 weeks ago, he was not even on the team. Now he's in the starting lineup. The receiving core, a lot different from the beginning of the season. You have Julian Edelman, who got knocked out of the game against the Jets last week, listed as questionable. Josh Gordon, other starter, left the game last week with a hand injury, but is not on the injury report this week. Antonio Brown, I'm sure you've heard of his continuing adventures.
He's not even there anymore.
Exactly. Philip Dorsett is fine. Demarius Thomas was traded. They have 2 undrafted free agents. So, Edelman, questionable. Josh Gordon could be racked up. Could be down to 3 receivers in their lineup. As far as the injury report,
Oh boy.
they had 8 players listed as questionable. All of them made the trip. However, linebacker Dante Hightower is a game time decision.
Which could be, could be helpful for the Bills if they've got this defense is doing so well and they've got somebody out. I mean, we got to take every advantage they can.
Especially a named player like Hightower, who's been
Right.
around.
Tell me a little bit about the shirt you've got on, Jim.
Well, New England has an illustrious history.
Of cheating?
There was Spygate, Deflategate, you name it. They kind of bend the rules a little bit from here to there to take advantage of them.
I think we can all agree that you stepped up your T-shirt game this week. I'm very impressed and very let down in ourselves that we didn't think of anything like that. It's beautiful.
All right, let's see. I'm talking about the D, the offense, injuries. Oh, yeah, you may have heard of their quarterback,
The backup or the starter?
the starter,
Who's in?
a guy named Tom Brady.
Ugh.
In his career against the Buffalo Bills, he is 30-3.
Did you hear that? 126-3 against the Bills.
Wow.
The
He's
most
pretty good.
all-time in NFL history with one quarterback versus any one team.
Oh, stop it! I don't want to hear any more about it.
With that, close it off by saying Buffalo hangs tough for a while. Patriots pull away, 28-16.
You would say
Boo!
that. Yeah, boo! Thank you very much, Jimmer. That guy, he's all right. He knows his stuff.
But we know he's a liar for
Yeah.
the past 3 weeks.
Every week he lies.
Every week this guy lies.
I don't see it shaking out that way, but the fact that Brady is 30-3 against the Bills, no matter how you shake it out, it's impressive. It stinks, but he's good. How could he? Like you said, he's older than you. He's not very old, by the way. But how does he do that? How does he still play at such a level at that age? Gypsies?
I think
witch?
he and the Deflator get together or something. Deflate footballs?
Still?
I don't
Either
They
way.
got a new chubby ball guy.
Oh.
So we'll have to keep an eye on him.
See what's going on. I think we should go pressure test the balls personally, but we're kind of far away. We can't.
Well,
do
we were at the stadium. We had to get back here.
this and that. Well, next we'd like to bring on our good friend Double A for
Just talk a little.
our favorite segment other than Jives with Jimmer called.
Double A, Q&A.
Good job, man. Proud of you.
Thanks.
Hey, Aaron, what's going on?
Hey, I'm proud of you guys too.
All right, we're all proud of each other.
That's great.
What do you got for us today, Aaron?
Nothing. See you later.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I actually wanted to continue the conversation about quarterbacks. I'd
Okay.
like to lead off with my first question is, Tom Brady, how many big sacks are we going to get today?
Josh, I'll give, you're the leading big sack expert. How many big sacks of Tom Brady will they have today?
Double A, what'd you call me?
A big sack?
I'm going to say 7.
Seven
Seven big
sacks?
sacks today.
7 big sacks.
Yep.
Sounds like a rational number. I think they could do it, though. The Bills' defense has the talent to actually make that happen. It's not
Oh, yeah.
unrealistic. What do you got next for us, Double A?
All right, now let's go to the other side. Let's talk about Josh Allen. Are we going to see more rushing touchdowns or throwing touchdowns from our man?
Josh, I'll let you take that one to start off.
I think he rushes for 3 touchdowns today.
Really?
He throws for more.
I think he's gonna kind of like the first couple games, have kind of panned out. He's throw for 2, rush for 1. It's seems to be his MO. I guess.
It's easy for you to say, isn't it?
I know. Like I said, I like Dr. Seuss books. But I think if they get down to the goal line, he's obviously a weapon that they can use in if it's first and goal from the 10, there's obviously the threat of him on a design run to the right, or if the pocket breaks down. He's just so good at getting a couple steps outside of the defensive end and then able to go up the field, and usually kind of walks in on a couple of those touchdowns. It's very exciting down on the goal line.
Definitely. And last one, obviously, we go away from football usually with the last one. So this one will be, what is the greatest candy bar ever made?
Milky Way, I'm done.
I can't think of that name. I just can't. I can't think of the name of it.
No? What do you
Kit
call
Kat.
it?
Kit Kat.
Not Kit Kat?
Yeah.
Aaron, didn't we have a question for Aaron today?
I have one for him. Besides the fabulous Moolah, who's your favorite WWE wrestler?
Of all time.
Well, why did you take Moolah away from me?
Because I knew that's your favorite.
Well, I guess it would have to be Stone Cold. I still, the beers,
Yeah, the beer tosses.
the
all
tosses, all that stuff. Oh yeah, the
The
finishing
glass breaking.
moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely mine.
Did you
Definitely.
like Big John Studd?
Of course. If there was anything that you remind me of, it's a Big John Studd.
Now, if Aaron, I have one question for you, and we'll keep on topic here, obviously. If the Bills were a wrestler, past or present, at this point in time, 3-0 in the season, who would they be?
Well, they're still early in their infancy. They're not a set star yet. Maybe Coco?
Coco?
Coco Beware?
Yeah.
That's a very good pick.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good job, Aaron. Thank you very much.
Ah,
This
you're
was
welcome.
Hey.
Q&A, AA, Q&A.
Both of them.
That's both of them. Well, you know what? It's pretty nice outside. Why don't we check in with our weather correspondent, Erica? What do you got for the Bills game today in Orchard Park?
I'm cold.
64 and sunny, and she's
Thank you,
cold.
Erica. Well, it's a little cloudy here in the alley.
Well, it's always got shade in the
Shade.
alley.
Shade.
Not like we're throwing shade in the alley.
Not at anyone. Not at anyone. It's, got a shirt over there.
Oh, what do you got there?
I don't know. What's that?
It's probably backwards, but it says McGill's Pub, Fredonia, New York, and
And-
stuff.
You don't know this. You don't even know this. We had a random draw earlier, and if the Patriots win today, Jeremiah Savali wins a T-shirt.
If the Patriots win,
Just kidding. Screw those. If the Bills win today, my brother wins a T-shirt. It was a random draw.
random draw, completely random.
We don't do it on air because it's so
Random.
There's so much going on. Random means I just picked something.
Yeah, pretty much.
I talked to my brother earlier and said he wanted a shirt, so that's how random.
And if you don't know, Lil McGill's is the place where the alley lives and breathes. This is where we do the show from, so a big shout out to Janet from Lil McGill's for letting us act like idiots out here. A big shout out to Chip and Dave Fridman for running all this camera equipment. A big shout out to Steve Kalicia from Crino Music, We Know Music. Good friend of ours who always shows up at every in the alley. There he is over there. All right, Steve-O.
Hi, Danny.
And Danny. Danny wants to see everybody off camera, but you
We
can
don't
say
like
hi
to
to
show
him.
you these people because they might take camera time away from us.
This and that. Let's get to our picks.
All right. Well, I usually do a crazy pick, but this week I'm going to go serious on it.
No negative points.
Nope. Bills 11, Patriots 5.
I can drive with that. I'm not going to go the same direction totally, but I can see it happening.
You're going to have the Bills winning, right?
I'd be off the show if I did.
You are correct.
I'll take the Bills. I'm not going to take anybody else. 28-26 Buffalo. I think it's extremely close in the fourth quarter, like any close defensive game should be. I don't think there's going to be... I think the offensive outbursts are going to come in spurts. I don't see anybody going up by 21 or 28 points at any point. The defenses are too good I really think it's going to be a close game at the end. The Bills pull it out. Brady never lives to see another football field, something like that, along those lines. Oh, we had a little gift from our good friend Tim Wall this morning. This replica of Ralph Wilson Stadium was given to us by our good friend. So we can always be at the stadium, even though we're only live. Go Bills!
Go Bills! Good shot.
That was awesome. That was the